You, Mark, and your friend Nicole have been tasked to create a 2-course meal, an appetizer, and a main course. You guys are opening a new pop-up restaurant in your neighborhood, and your tasks are to produce and satisfy your customers with your appetizer and your main dish. Now, this is how much you both were able to produce within an hour of work. Mark was able to produce 8 appetizer and 35 main course, while Nicole was able to produce 4 appetizer and 50 main course. The question here that we're going to calculate are the how much we are wanting to give and how much we can make to see who has the comparative advantage. Now, to calculate the comparative advantage, we have to calculate who can produce something at a lower opportunity cost. Here are the ingredients for the appetizer and as well as the main course. The appetizer is going to be recreating the ultimate easy nachos for a Super Bowl event. And the ingredients are 8 ounces of restaurant style tortilla chips, 1 can of 16 ounces refried beans, half cup of sour cream, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, a half teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 package of 8 ounces finely shredded Mexican cheese blend, and 1 cup dice of Roma tomato. The main course we are creating are the shrimp po' boy sliders, and the ingredients are half of whole milk, 2 eggs, a half count of finely ground cornmeal, 1 tablespoon of dried thyme, 1 tablespoon of Cajun seasoning, kosher salt, freshly ground black pepper, vegetable oil for frying, 1 pound of shrimp peeled and deveined shrimp, 12 slider buns, shredded iceberg lettuce, as well as sliced cherry tomatoes. Here we have the production possibilities frontier graph, which is the PPF. Right here we have Mark's PPF. He was able to create 8 appetizer as well as 35 main dish. And here is Nicole's PPF, which is she was able to create 4 appetizer and 50 main dish. Now, without any work trade, this is how much we both Mark and Nicole were able to produce within an hour rate and also in 10-hour rate. So in total, both of them were able to create 12 appetizers within an hour and 85 main course. And in 10-hour duration, they were able to create 120 appetizer as well as 850 main course. Now, the question we have here is, who has the competitive advantage in making the main dish? To see whether we want to trade a task both for Mark and Nicole. Now here we're going to calculate the comparative advantage making the main dish. So we're going to calculate the main dish divided by the appetizers. Here Mark was able to create 35 dish over the 8 appetizer. That gives us 4.375. With Nicole, she was able to create 50 main course and 4 appetizer, which gives her 12.5. And here is clearly, you can clearly see that Nicole has the comparative advantage in making the main dish. Now let's look at the comparative advantage of making the appetizers. So we're going to take the appetizer and we're going to divide it by our main dish. Here, Mark created 8 appetizer divided by 35 main dish, and he got a 0.22%. And Nicole created 4 appetizer over 50 main dish. Sorry about the cough. And she was able to generate 0.08%. So here is clearly that Mark is able to gain a comparative advantage in the appetizer. Now, the main reason why we want to know this is that because we want to determine whether who can produce what, and if we want to trade the certain tasks to produce a lot more over time with the lower opportunity costs.